And what about the university? How have they responded to, as I understand, this is a decision among you ladies on the volleyball team. What is the response of the University of Nevada?
At first, the university decided not to support us, and they would still hold the match. But there's now an understanding between us and them that when we choose not to participate in that match, there's no repercussions or consequences to come to me or any of my teammates.
Yeah, here's the response. By the way, we have a statement from the University of Nevada. They said, the university and its athletic programs are governed by the Nevada Constitution and Nevada law, which strictly protect equality of rights under the law. The university intends to move forward with the match as scheduled. So they're saying the match will go forward as scheduled, but you're here telling us today the players will not play in that match.
No, we will not.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So the athletic director of Nevada Reno's volleyball team has spoken up, and she is saying that her version of events slightly differs from that of the girls. Now remember, recently they had a rally, they had a press conference, the girls met together, told their stories, and they said that they were pressured to compete against the team with a transgender player. So it all started when the university released a statement saying that they're going to continue to play their matches as scheduled, meaning that they were going to play against San Jose State. That's when the girls followed up with their own statement saying that they did not want to play. They mentioned injustice against women and safety concerns. The university then released another statement saying that the actions of the girls do not reflect the school and that the school does not discriminate on the basis of gender identity. They did say, to be fair, that the girls would not face any disciplinary action. They essentially would not be punished for not participating in the match or forfeiting. They will not be punished. But the school still said that the match was going to go ahead. Now, I was saying that the school should have just said, as the girls are refusing to play, it is automatically a forfeit. They didn't have to mention anything about gender identity. They could just say that as we don't have enough players, the girls aren't playing, we can't go ahead. But what they did was still say that the match is going ahead, which was basically taken as them not supporting the girls. Even though they knew they wouldn't have enough players, they still said that the match is going ahead. Even saying that they would go to San Jose wasn't enough, because that doesn't get around the fact that there wasn't enough players. So the girls are saying that that put pressure on them. It was also alleged at the rally that they were told that they do not understand the science, that they are uneducated on these matters.
At the beginning of this season, brave women across our conference were meeting with their coaches and school administration, telling them that they would not play against San Jose State. Their schools released vague messages of forfeit without directly addressing the injustice that we're all facing in women's volleyball. Just hours before our team was scheduled to play our in-state rival at UNLV, we learned that our university had made a decision for us. They released a statement on our behalf saying we were going to play. We were not consulted, we were not given a voice, and we did not agree. And beyond this battle to defend our sports and our fair treatment, it hurt to know our university was taking a position that could potentially hurt us. My teammates and I were very emotional, and I'm not sure I can put into words what it feels like to dread what you have to face like this and know that we're all on our own. Our rights and our voices were taken away. We felt unsafe and dismissed. We did not come to school expecting to have to fight for basic fairness. The Mountain West Conference is failing us. The NCAA is failing us, and we realized we had to go on our own. We met with our school officials to give them our team's new statement, but they wouldn't even hear it. We were told that we weren't educated enough, and we didn't understand the science. We were told that we should reconsider our position. Well, we can reconsider it, all right.
We were excited and hopeful until we were told that we would have to compete against a male athlete participating on the San Jose State University women's volleyball team. This has completely shocked us. We should not have to be here advocating for women today. There are people who make sports rules and who lead the NCAA and Mountain West Conference, and they should never have let this happen, and they should find their own courage to speak up when something is obviously wrong. It should not be this difficult to stand up for women. However, we will now take this opportunity to speak up as a team, as some who have been told to stay quiet.
Apparently, the athletic director has a different version of events. So let's see what she has to say. The University of Nevada, Reno athletic director, Stephanie Rempe, addressed the recent national controversy surrounding the women's volleyball program in a statement to Fox News Digital. A dispute between volleyball players and the athletic department over whether to compete against a team with a trans athlete resulted in a last-minute forfeit due to not having enough players to participate on Friday. So the school were eventually forced to announce a forfeit because they didn't have enough players, but they tried to avoid that at all costs. Players had told the university they did not want to play the match, but the program refused to forfeit until the day before it was scheduled. And the girls claimed that the university had been aware of this weeks before. So for the university to put out that statement saying that they were going to go ahead as scheduled, many would see that as them putting pressure on the girls, especially after they released the other statement saying that the actions of the girls do not reflect the university. Team captain Sia Liilii then alleged that the school told her and her teammates that they didn't understand the science and to reconsider their position at a press conference on Saturday. On Sunday, Liilii alleged that she and her teammates were told the trans opponent was at a disadvantage due to the medication taken to transition from male to female during the Stand With Women event in Philadelphia. Where have I heard that before? The IOC sponsored a study that supposedly showed that trans athletes are actually at a disadvantage to females. They claim it's because of the medication. Maybe that's where the school were getting this information from. Perhaps they read the same study. A study sponsored by the IOC that wants to justify allowing male athletes to compete in women's categories because they've been doing it for decades. Sophomore Mason Navarro alleged her teammates had been told to stay quiet about the controversy during a Saturday press conference, but did not specify who told them. It should not be this difficult to stand up for women. However, we will now take this opportunity to stand up as a team, as some who have been told to stay quiet. Rempe said she has no knowledge of the incidents cited by Liilii or Navarro, but she did confirm that she and the Deputy Athletic Director, Merlene Aitken-Smith, held at least one private meeting with the players. The Deputy Athletic Director and I met with the volleyball team and coaching staff on October 7, where every member of the team had an opportunity to share their feelings about the situation, ask questions, give their input on next steps, and we provided the opportunity for resources. I wish you would define resources. Are resources studies telling them that trans athletes have a disadvantage? Are those the resources? Are the resources re-education? I'm just speculating. So it continues. I did not tell and am unaware of any member of the athletics administrative team telling members of our women's volleyball team that they weren't educated enough and that they didn't understand the science, that they should reconsider their position or they should stay quiet regarding their participation in an October 26 match that was scheduled against San Jose State University. And yes, the university did stress that the players are free to forfeit if they want to and would not face any action. Rempe also went on to say that she actually apologized to the girls because they did release that statement after they said they wanted to forfeit. She's saying that she apologized to them for that. The team originally approached the administration to tell them that they wanted to forfeit the match, but the program then released a statement indicating the program would not forfeit. So obviously that does seem like you're putting pressure on the girls. They told you they want to forfeit, and then you tell the world that you're going ahead and playing the match. Many would see that as you putting pressure on the girls. And that's one of the things that was brought up at the press conference, that they felt pressured. On October 14 and October 22, I spoke with the team for less than 5 minutes each time, and those gatherings were operational in nature. At all 3 meetings, I shared our genuine apology for not sharing the statement released on October 3 in advance of their match against UNLV. As has been stated on multiple occasions, we continue to support the rights of the volleyball players who choose and choose not to participate, Rempe said. So she's saying that they do support the volleyball players, whether they participate or not, and that they are free to decide for themselves. The girls did say that they had to get ready for the UNLV match after that statement had been put out there, which could have completely, messed up their focus when they're about to play a match. And it created a stressful situation. So she's saying that they apologized for that, for the timing of the statement. The focus of our athletic department has always been on the well-being and success of our student athletes, including their ability to learn and grow from their personal competitive experiences at our university. This remains our overriding priority regarding all the members of our women's volleyball team. So the university stated Article 1, Section 24 of the Nevada Constitution, which says equality of rights under the law shall not be denied or abridged by the state or any of its political subdivisions on account of race, color, creed, sex, sexual orientation, gender identity or expression, age, disability, ancestry, or national origin. And gender identity was added in 2022. The university ended up announcing a forfeit because there weren't enough players. I'm saying that they could have done that to begin with and avoided all of this. When they announced that the match will be forfeited because they don't have enough players, that was not an issue on Friday, and that would not have been an issue initially last week either. They could have done the same thing and said, oh, we don't have enough players, we have to forfeit. Nobody would have accused them of discriminating or anything like that. Not legally anyway. And the girls only released their statement in response to the school committing them to playing a match that they didn't want to play. That's the only reason why they released their statement. The other universities, I understand why they released such brief statements. They simply said that the match is cancelled. And as per Mountain West rules, it's a forfeit. That's all they said. They never said anything about gender identity or even safety or anything like that. That's what we said. That's what the state governors said. That's what people on X said. But the schools never said that. And Nevada could have done the same thing, but they chose not to. However, that law did not apply on Friday when the university announced it will forfeit because it did not have enough players to compete. And I think that's the best approach to take moving forward. Number one, the girls have to all be united in forfeiting these matches. That way, the forfeit is because there's not enough players, not because of anything else on paper. And the university, in my opinion, has no excuse in that situation because they could just say we don't have enough players and that will be the end of it. So the University of Nevada, Reno's decision to not play its scheduled Mountain West Conference match at San Jose State on Saturday, October 26, was based on not having enough players to compete and not based on gender identity or expression. This does not violate the Nevada Constitution. A separate statement from the university provided to Fox News Digital Red. So obviously their concern is covering their backs. They don't want to be seen to be in breach of any of these laws. And let me know what you think. The girls said that they were told that they don't know the science, that trans athletes are at a disadvantage, that they're not educated on this matter. The athletics director is saying that that's not the case. To her knowledge, that wasn't said to the girls. The girls didn't say who told them that though, did they? So it could have been anybody within that team who went ahead and told them that. And I could see that happening. I could see somebody butting into the situation and saying, actually, transgender athletes are at a disadvantage. Actually, the science says this, the science says that. I could see somebody going rogue and approaching these girls and telling them that. But the athletics director is saying that her team, officially, she doesn't know anybody who would have said that to the girls. Maybe the athletics director is unaware of exactly what people on her team have been saying and who's been saying what. And maybe she should do a bit more digging. So thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. Like, comment and subscribe. And God willing, I will see you in the next video.